3 points from a possible 15 in 2026 against Brentford, Sunderland, Bournemouth, West Ham and Burnley. 8 points off the relegation places. 8 points off West Ham. The fans are singing. The away fans are singing. We lose every week. We lose every week. You're nothing special. We lose every week. Yo, big up guys, it's your boy Manny on Designated Hotspur. Big up to you all, and thank you for everybody who has subscribed. I have still not hit 1k. Guys, come on, please. If you're watching this and you have not subscribed, it takes 2 seconds. Please hit the like on the video. Please subscribe and please get me to 1k before the end of January, guys. Come on, let's hit our target. Spurs are not going to hit their target, but we are going to hit our target. Please, come on. So please like, subscribe, share, hype. But again, thanks for everybody that's been watching my videos, and thank you for the support. It's been surreal, to be completely honest, and I want to hit that 100k and start thinking about other things like streaming if needs be, and vlogs, etc. But anyway, that's where the positive ends, guys. That's where the positive ends. Oh, I'm so tired, man. I'm so tired. Another loss. Well, it feels like a loss. It was a draw. A draw against Burnley, the bottom team in the league. Oh my life. After that wonderful win against Dortmund, and we've gone, I mean, if we're talking about the game and the way things played out, it wasn't horrendous in terms of to be fair, the first half was okay. Right, we saw a lot of glimpses of really, really good football. We saw a lot of glimpses of interchangeable play between Xavi, Odobert, Solanke. It was good. It was good. I felt, you know, it was okay. I saw Bissouma controlling the game. Conor Gallagher was running like a headless chicken, like he always does, but you know, that's pretty much what he's there for, you know, to drive a press, to show heart. You know, it was okay the first half. Thomas Frank set us up in pretty much what looked like a 3-4-3. So he replaced Udogie with Van de Ven. Oh, so tired, guys. He replaced Udogie with Van de Ven on the left-hand side of a back three. Now, I don't have too big an issue with that because obviously Udogie has just come back from injury, so it's understandable. He had Danso on the right-hand side. He had Romero in the middle. Again, like, what has Dragusin done to Thomas Frank? What has he done to Thomas Frank to deserve this? Because if memory serves me right, our most potent attacker in the air is Dragusin. And if Frank wants to play this corner FC football, why not play him at all in any games? I don't get it. I genuinely do not get it. He played a midfield combo of Bissouma and Conor Gallagher. Now, Bissouma was okay. He was actually decent. He controlled the tempo of the game. Conor Gallagher, I think the jury is really still out. This is probably his second game of the season. I'm not going to judge him too much on that. And then you had Porro on the right hand side, and then we had Spence on the left hand side, really pushed up forward, and then we had Odegaard, Xavi, and Solanke. But the problem we had is, unlike Dortmund, who came in to try and attack us, right? Burnley sat back. And Thomas Frank had no answer. The players also had no answer. But I have to look at Thomas Frank. I'm sorry. I try as hard as possible not to bash on him, right? Too much, because I feel like I become like a broken record. But it's a tough one when you're really not seeing these players be able to give their all and play to the maximum of their potential. It's really difficult, because I think I saw a video of Thomas Frank's pre-match dressing room team talk, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I nearly fell asleep. These players do not respect Thomas Frank. They might be playing for him, but they don't respect him. I don't think his team talks are doing anything to galvanize this team. So these players are playing at 60% of their capacity. With regards to Solanke coming back in, he had a relatively poor game. He held the ball up a few times, but the problem we're having, oh gosh, is, brother, the problem we're having is that we keep lumping the ball up to our striker. We keep lumping it up FC. And it feels like we've forgotten how to play football. We've forgotten how to play football. It feels like we're playing rugby. Guys, genuinely. And then for Thomas Frank to then, and this is where I lose him, man. This is where I lose him, guys. I'm sorry, I have to say. I know people are not going to like it, but this is where I lose him, when he goes into the press conference and says, we played well. Well, I'm sorry, but you're playing Burnley. And they're sat back in a back five, 10 men behind the ball. Like, of course, the field tilt is gonna go towards you. Of course, the possession is going to probably lean on you. Of course, the XG is gonna lean on you, because you're playing Burnley. I praised Thomas Frank last week for his press conference, saying it was refreshing, saying that he is actually understood where we're at. He is saying the right things. And then you come to this press conference and you're like, dude has reverted back to type. It's a big shame that United went for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for Carrick, because I really wanted them to go for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I really wanted us to go for Carrick as an interim. And it's not purely because he got a result against City. Oh, sorry guys, so unprofessional. I keep yawning. After watching that game and then watching the Liverpool game as well, it absolutely put me to sleep. But it wasn't because of Carrick's win. It was more because with Carrick, I would have been able to see us get enough points to not be involved in a relegation scrap, right? So that when we got to the summer, we can then decide to get the right manager in. Problem is that at the moment, in terms of interims, I don't see anyone suitable available, and you guys can let me know if I'm wrong. Put in the chat, in the comment, put in examples of interims that would be able to do this job, and I'm not talking about Ryan Mason, right? But I don't see any interim who would be good enough to pick up this job and get us across the line. And that's the only reason why I'm saying I'm thinking, how do you even listen? In the ideal world, in my ideal world, right, I would sack Frank today. I would throw the kitchen sink at Alonso. It cannot be like every manager, as Connor said in the group chat, every manager that has come to Spurs has failed, other than Ange, to be fair, in terms of in terms of trophies. But in the end, he got sacked from the perspective of failing in the league, right? So every manager has failed. So it's never going to ruin Xavi Alonso's reputation, because if he was not to work, if they were to not give him the tools for him to work his magic on Tottenham Hotspur, it would just be another day at the helm. Because all everyone would say is, oh, Xavi Alonso didn't work at Spurs, but it's purely because Spurs does this to managers. But this hierarchy, Vinay and Lang, like, what are they doing? What are they watching here? How are they letting us just keep going down and down and down? Why? Why has nobody said anything? Why has nobody, like, there's nothing. There is nothing. And this manager's coming out with waffle, saying we've played well. I don't think that should be your focus, mister. 0 wins this entire month. 0. Guys, it's a shame. It's a shame we are where we are. I think we all agree that the hierarchy is an issue, that ENIC is an issue, the Lewis family are an issue. Some of the players are an issue. But Thomas Frank, you are in charge of these players. You brought Xavi in. You brought Muani in on loan. You brought Kudus in. You brought Palhinha in. You brought Conor Gallagher in. You decided to bring Bissouma back in. So the buck stops with you. The buck stops with you. We have a manager, unfortunately, that wants to play in transition. He wants to play against the bigger teams in transition. Well, he wants to play in general in transition. The problem he is having is that these players, these teams that we're playing against, majority of them, unlike at Brentford, majority of these teams that we play against will sit back and will allow you to have the ball and say, what have you got? Come and break us down. And unfortunately, I have to say, Thomas Frank, you haven't got the answers. So this hierarchy, please sort this out. Sort this out. It's the 23rd and we've got 2 signings. And we're going for Andy Robertson, is what someone at the club thinks is going to help us. Andy Robertson. So guys, please let me know in the chat. What do you think the answer is? Should Thomas Frank be sacked today, tonight? Should he be afforded a few more games? Should we just keep him to the end of the season, whatever happens? And for anyone who says we should, would you accept being relegated with Frank? But guys, as I said again, thank you so much for your support. Please keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting, keep hyping, and hopefully we hit 1K subscribers this month. So once again, come on, you Spurs.